smells like nostalgia. The Simpsons Hit and Run is just one of those childhood games that you never forget. Though I think a lot of people, myself included, would just instinctively say, yes, it was a great game, because we remember it being so fun from our childhood. But how does it actually hold up in 2025? Was it actually a good game, or is it just being carried by nostalgia? So I recently went back and played The Simpsons Hit and Run on a live stream, and the nostalgia hits you straight away. Over 20 years later, I could remember the map like the back of my hand. You know, from driving around Springfield to Kicking Marge, all the way to the Quickie Mart. It felt like I never left. It felt like I'd been there. It was insane. Honestly, I'm so glad I was able to get a physical copy of this game. Just opening this up and going through the manual made me feel like a kid all over again. And I've just got to say, the PC version of this game is still beautiful. 20 odd years later, this game came out in 2003. I know there was modders going around trying to remaster the game, but the PC version, at the very least, it doesn't need it. Obviously, it would be great to get a remaster. Personally, I would prefer a sequel with a bigger, larger open map compared to the level sort of system that we've got at the moment. But yeah, a Simpsons Hit and Run 2 would be incredible, and we'll touch on that a little bit later on in the video. But I just want to show you guys how visually impressive this game still looks. Now, before I give you a little bit of a reality check of what this game was actually like, I've got to say, even now as a 30-year-old man, Springfield is so much fun to explore. I just love the aesthetic, I love the graphics, I just love exploring, and I think that's mostly what I did as a child. But I've got to say, I had a lot of fun looking at the different locations, the different vehicles you could get, the different outfits you could get for each character. It still holds up massively to this day. I've even had a lot of fun exploring parts of Springfield in Fortnite, which unfortunately I do think is the closest thing we're going to get to a Simpsons Hit and Run 2. But even that got me thinking about this game again. It was so much fun getting the new skins for the characters like Flanders and Bart, and exploring different locations throughout Springfield. If anything, I think it made the fans probably want a Hit and Run 2 even more. It had a very similar effect with Star Wars just recently. Actually, they had a Star Wars themed pass going on, and that massively spiked the players in Battlefront 2. So who knows, maybe someone will come along and realize a Hit and Run 2 would be a huge success. I guess we'll have to find out. Now, so far, this video has been 100% positive. I am sadly going to have to give you a little bit of a reality check of what the game was actually like. And if I would have played this for the first time now, as an adult, would I still have enjoyed this game as much? I'm not too sure, to be honest with you. And here's why. The missions in this game are very much copy, paste, and repeat. Every character basically has the exact same missions, which usually is escape a vehicle, destroy a vehicle, pick up packages from the floor. And that's pretty much it. That's the game over and over and over again. Go to this person, speak to them, go and break this car. It does get very repetitive very, very quickly. Again, so much fun exploring Springfield, but the actual missions of the game, which is essentially the bread and butter, is not that great, I'm going to be honest with you. You know, there's a lot of games out there where this same thing does kind of apply to. I think as a kid, you're more impressed with... I mean, I was happy just driving around the car in a game that felt like GTA around Springfield as a child. I don't think I paid too much attention I don't think I paid too much attention to the actual levels and missions. I know I did complete the game, but yeah, they are severely lacking. And if we do get a sequel, you know, they would need to massively improve to hold up by today's standards. So was this actually a good game, or was it carried by nostalgia? The verdict is... I can't say no. I can't say this was a bad game. This might be, you know, pretty unique to this game in this series. I'm going to do more of these. I can't say this was a bad game. I do think nostalgia carries it quite a bit, and I think the level design, the ability to play as multiple characters, explore Springfield, you get a pretty decent amount of vehicles, you can go and rob vehicles like you can in GTA. I think you can have enough fun just exploring in this game and playing it like you're free roaming in GTA. That's enough to make this a good game. The missions are quite shit, I'm not going to lie to you, I'm going to be very blunt with that, they're not the best. They need significant improvement. If I could change another thing about this game, as I said earlier, it would be a big open map where everything's connected like GTA, not, you know, going through different levels. But the game's brilliant. I had a lot of fun going back to it. I have absolutely no regret buying this game again. So with the Simpsons Hit and Run, was it just nostalgia? I'm going to say no on this occasion. So as I said guys, I am going to do more of this. This is going to be a series. Was it just nostalgia? Next, we're going to go over the Rockstar game Bully, which feels like a nice natural transition from the Simpsons Hit and Run. In fact, on live stream, I did it the other way around. I completed Bully on live, and I was like, what could I do next? As opposed to playing an old GTA game. And then I started playing this. And then we're going to do the PS2 Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, which is a game I've also recently completed again as an adult. So this is a new series, a new format, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, it would help me out massively if you could give it a like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next video. Look, I've even got a little clippy mic. It's ridiculous. Thanks for watching. Bye. You just saw my disgusting callous hands there.